What's going on? That was a heartfelt woo, sir.
Sorry. They're about standard.
Yeah. All right. We got some pretty good stuff sitting there.
We do. So they're both hunts, I guess. One did come from Kentucky.
Yeah.
Probably not the one you're thinking.
Right. I wasn't technically really on a hunt. I was just on a motorcycle ride, and the stag just fell in my lap.
I'll call it a niche. You've bought from there before, though.
I had a hunch.
Oh, yeah.
I had a hankering, if you will. So, I got a place, my own private little honey hole. I'm not telling anybody about, but I got me some stag there. I think
you did divulge it was on Highway 101. 101.
Yeah, maybe it was 1. I don't remember now.
Well, yeah.
We did talk about
driving
that
both
last episode. So thought, what the heck? I've got another bottle of stag. It's 127 proof, I believe. And so I thought I'd bring out the big dog daddy today. A little more kick. It's 132.
the Big Kahuna Burger.
Yeah. But knowing stag, honestly, I was gonna say it's gonna reach out and slap us in the face, but that's not how stag rolls. It's a pretty smooth pour usually for its proof.
Yeah, there's no pretty in that. It's just a smooth pour.
Yeah. Delicious, I'm sure. I have not had this yet, but I'm very well. I've cracked open pretty much everything that came back from Kentucky, so
I don't think I want to. You want to start there?
Well, let's work our way up in proof. So what you got?
So yes, this was a take home from the Kentucky trip. This is Bardstown. This is a small batch. This is the finished in a stave.
Oh, oak staves. Is it stave or is it stave? Is it Dove or is it Dave?
Yeah, it's a stave with Dave, or I don't know.
Yeah, it's Staves with Dave. Let's yeah. You could have your own podcast.
So yes, a small batch, stave finish, a blend of these aren't distillers,
Right.
so it's a blend of 4 to 12-year-old, the Bourbon.
I have yet to be disappointed by anything that Bardstown puts together.
Well, and I don't think you've tried this one, unless you tried it.
No, I have
there.
not.
You may have tried it there, but you were on your own mission.
Yeah, I kind of had my own hunt that I was on there, and I don't believe I had this one.
So this is
man. Oatmeal. Already. I'm starting already, sorry.
oatmeal.
Yeah.
In the best way. It reminds me of a double oaked or
Okay.
toasted. It's one of those. It's got a little bit more character.
Yeah.
To it. And where are we at here? It is a.
Oh, look at that. It'd be nice to have a sponsor for the Coke can.
Yeah. Still checking sponsors. But no, it's just.
You know who you are.
Rick Welch. It's got legs for days, I'll call it. It just slides off the glass.
There's a lot of viscosity there.
And this is 47 and 94.
47%, 94 proof.
Yeah. It's a drinkable.
Oh, man, it smells great.
I don't even know if I could say typical Bardstown, but it's just smooth.
Ooh. Tea, like Earl Grey tea with sugar in it.
Oh, all right. That sounds a lot better than oatmeal.
Well, oatmeal I don't think smells bad, and on the nose, oatmeal I'm all over that, like that brown sugar oatmeal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I should have been more specific, but. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of a sweet Earl Grey tea.
And I was trying to. Oh man, I don't know why, but Biddle Honey came up.
I'm getting just a little bit of grain. It's not real grain.
Right in the mid.
Yeah, yeah.
But the finish for sure, it's that extra oaked, whatever you want to call that process. But you definitely you get that extra stuff for
Toasted
free.
barrel
Yeah,
finish. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, that's good. Well bought, sir. Yeah, I don't think I had this one.
I believe I had it at the bar while you were just going around like kid at Toys R Us. That was one of our first stops, and he was just. It's like supermarket sweep or something.
They've got good stuff. I mean, I'm a fan of Bardstown, so
That whole place was pretty swanky.
it was a classy joint.
It was. It was. Good thing I didn't wear.
Friendly staff.
Yeah, well, that's who talked me into this bottle here because I wanted to leave with one, and I'm like, hey, what? I already told her we had trouble finding it out here, but I'm like, what? If I was able to find you guys, what could I not pick off from the shelf? And that's what.
That's not a West Coaster.
Yeah. Bardstown is general where it's hard to find out here, but yeah, that is. You're not gonna find that. If you do, cheers.
No, that's really good. I might dare to say I might like that better than my
Oh, you're sliding it
Discovery
in the middle?
12. Discovery Series 12. None of them are bad,
No.
but that's pretty on point. That's a good bottle.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah. No, the folks at Bardstown, my wife has a preferred profile, and I'm similar in taste. She likes the dark fruits and that, so I went and talked to the folks at the counter and said, "Hey, what do you recommend along this lines?" And they suggested several, so we got them, and they were good. They were really good. So
7 bottles later.
yeah, only 4 unique ones. Three unique ones.
Yeah, so you did bring an extra bottle home for dude, but yeah, I think it's 4 total
Yeah, I got 4.
from Bardstown.
Yeah. But again, they're them. So 2 places that just stand out to me that they might not be the distiller, but Bardstown and Barrel Bourbon Company, both. Whoever is selecting their barrels, man, they do a great job. So just great job of blending, and that's like 4-year-old and 5-year-old and 8-year-old and 12-year-old. It sounds like a night at Diddy's house, but anyway, it's all blended together and bourbon's there. Sorry. Uh, and man, it's just a great blend. Those guys know what they're doing. They know how to pick and age good bourbons at both Barrel and Bardstown.
Well, and dare I say, if you are going to be just a mixer, you better be darn good at it.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, MGP can do what they do, but I mean,
I've been to some distilleries here in Oregon that you would think, since they're still in business, would make a good product. Well, they don't.
wow, sir, wow.
Some fancy lighter fluid.
We like Crater Lake. We'll give Crater Lake a do.
I have nothing bad to say about Crater Lake Distillery. Those guys make great stuff.
We'll let you guys figure that
There
out.
are others here.
There may be multiples in Bend, but Crater Lake is a
Oh, you're
favorite.
going to bring it down to the city, are you?
If you know where Crater Lake is, I mean,
There are other distillers in Oregon besides in Bend, but yeah, it's the other one in Bend, not
Right.
Crater Lake.
right.
Yeah. I don't know. They're still in business, so obviously
back. Yay.
some people like their stuff, but not for me.
Wow,
Yeah, that's a good pour.
Came back half empty.
That's your glass.
Well, I was sharing.
That's thoughtful of you. So
We have some in-house guests today.
Yeah.
They're being ever so quiet over there, but
our spouses don't trust us anymore, so they sit in and make sure that we're supervised while we do this. That's fine. And they like to sip on it too.
Well, so I'll go ahead and start the. We're gonna give shout out to Bardstown,
All right.
the town.
Yeah.
It's a little confusing, but in our adventures in Kentucky, we did go to Bardstown twice, so it did leave an impression the first time. But I mean, there's just lots to do there. There's two fine. I'll start with the liquor stores. There's two fine liquor stores. One is definitely smaller than the other. However, very much smaller. But I would say I saw more store picks from the Blind Pig than I did the Evergreen.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
So Evergreen and the Blind Pig, they're kind of almost catty corner from another. But the Blind Pig, you came home with a bottle store pick, but I believe they had 4 or 5 while we were there.
Yeah, they had a good selection of store picks.
Instead of paying a certain amount for a certain pour, what was it, 2 for $10? Or five a pour, 2 for 10, something like that.
I think it was 2 for
So,
10. Yeah, which would be 1 for 5.
I just couldn't remember because
I'm just being a smartass. It's
a
okay.
little blurry face back there. But that's where you got your. I'm gonna slaughter the name. The old Kentucky old.
Oh, the old Bourbon County.
There you go.
Great bottle. Probably that might be my favorite of everything that we brought back. It's right up there.
And that's why I was giving credit because that was a 2 for pick or a.
And I never even heard of it before. I mean, that's a unique.
Right.
I'm sure that bottle will never, the whatever they produce is never going to make it out west.
No.
They're a very small craft type distillery, so.
Kind of like your, what was the Old Crow?
Oh, Glenn's Creek.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another good one.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Bardstown's just really cool. We hit 2, it was Evergreen, the Blind Pig first.
Correct.
And super small. I guess your standard size liquor store would be the best way to put it. To the smaller side.
Yeah, you're talking maybe, what is this? So I'll say 15 by, I don't know, 40 feet.
I would say about
40,
double the size of this.
40
the
feet?
whole thing.
Yeah.
Because they did have a tasting bar too.
Right.
But yeah, smaller liquor store. Kind of looks like your plain old liquor store on the outside. You go in and I love the fact that you can buy shots so you can taste it before you buy it. So
And I
it's
forget,
kind of nice.
I forget which one. One of us had, or she offered to open one. Maybe that was on me.
I don't recall, honestly.
Well, yeah, you were
That was what?
supermarket sweeping. But no, I think it was one for me because I forget what it. I was looking for, and I'm not gonna know the name. The brand with the cartoons on it.
Oh, the movie.
Yeah,
one.
and she opened one that was not. I'm like, hey, do you have this one? She's all, no, but I can open it for you. I'm like, oh, okay. So yeah, it's just
Very courteous.
the
staff.
nicest people out there. Yeah. So
yeah, and then we went to Evergreen, which is more of it's a small chain, I believe, out there because there was an Evergreen in Louisville. There's the Evergreen in Bardstown. I don't know if there's more than that. Those are the only 2, but impressive tasting bar at Evergreen. That was huge.
yeah. There's really no comparison. I'm not even gonna compare the two because it's like the mom pop breakfast place that does it right, or
IHOP.
the Denny's, yeah, or the whatever big dude.
But again, I don't know if I want to go that far on because they were friendly folks
I'll give you.
and a nice selection. They did have some store picks too. I forget what it was. I think I passed on their store pick.
Yeah, most of those were locked in that cabinet. Kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That your store pick? That was Woodford? No? Oh, my wife got Angel's Envy
Oh yeah.
store pick there, or rye. So yeah,
But yeah, they're the big dog because so they did have pours, but you did pay for whatever you were drinking.
that George T. Stag pour was $40 for a 2 ounce pour. $40. But if you're going to pay $1,000 for a bottle, I would much rather pay $40 up front to taste it to make sure it's something I was going to like instead of dumping a grand.
Yeah,
And perfect example is that's where I had the Old Fitzgerald,
that is true.
because Old
Yep.
Fitzgerald was high on my list of what I wanted to get. I had never tasted it before
Just was not.
and got a taste of it, and not knocking it. It just, for the price, wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't in my wheelhouse, so I passed on it. Kind of bummed because it's a cool bottle. It's got a good reputation. I was hoping that I was going to like it more.
Well, and that's why you would do a pour like that. On top of that, they're a full liquor store. I mean, they had the mixers, they had the bitters, they had I forget the brand that Buffalo Trace made, but they had that ginger ale and root beer.
Oh yeah,
They were just a full stocked liquor store and gummies and variety stuff.
they have gummies there.
Oh, they whatever you want.
I'm surprised I missed that, but oh,
Well, yeah, whatever your take was, yeah, you could find it there for sure.
so I'm just noticing here. Where are we at
Oh.
with this camera?
Huh.
So the Bardstown color and the Stag, and there's just a little difference in color between the two. It doesn't show up as much on camera as it does in person. The Stag
Yeah,
is-
I would say like if you did sun tea and left it out for 2 hours rather than all day, kind of.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you get the nose on that yet? I'm not figs, like Fig Newtons.
Mm-hmm.
And it coats and doesn't run. It just, you're gonna have to get in there and scrape it out of the glass, I think, because it got some viscosity to it.
It's a ringer,
Got some 2050 weight.
but yeah, past that ring, it's gone.
Yeah, but if you, it is, but it isn't.
This may be more in. This may be Chris's bottle. I think there's more fruit.
Oh man! Holy cow, that's good. It's got a little umph to it, but it definitely doesn't drink like 132 proof. That's a lot of proof, but wow. Well, you guys saw me crack it. First taste of this one, and that's
Yeah, for first crack, I mean, delicious. I would say it hits like about 110
yeah,
ish.
yeah, like Granddad 114, about the same
Okay.
same bump.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
That's the only similarity. Not
Right,
that Granddad's bad. I mean, we both love that stuff, but damn, that's a good pour. Hey, where you going? Is that Bill over there?
Oh, right.
Giving that to the producer?
Well, he was looking like he wanted a drink. So.
Yeah. So Bardstown, getting back to Bardstown, cool town. The old Talbot Tavern is there. It was built in 1779. It's still the oldest stagecoach stop left in America. And over the years, had revolutionaries that stayed there. And what was that guy's name? King Louis Philippe. When he was exiled from, I believe it was France, came over and stayed there for a while. And you can still rent a room and stay there. They have a restaurant with great food, and supposedly great food. We didn't eat there. we just kind of checked in, and I got a T-shirt. And
We may have, but I think it was reservation when we were there.
yeah,
So
and it was a Bourbon Festival weekend. So, but just Bardstown is just a great town. If you're in the area, by all means, I would recommend it. We liked it enough. We went there twice, and there's some great places, distilleries in the vicinity. Also, I think it was near there where we found the Glen Creek, wasn't it? As we were looping around from.
well, yeah, that was on the way to uh, Frankfurt.
That's right.
So close-ish.
Then we had.
Yeah. So chicken cock is definitely there, and then what was the one that they were closed or whatever that day? Pulled into the parking lot and they said, "Hey,
Oh, yeah, Key and Castle. Or Castle and Key, yeah, they were closed. So, but you can either you can stay at the Talbot Tavern. I think that's really, I don't know if there's other accommodations right there in Bardstown, or you can stay in like Louisville, and it's what, a 40-minute drive.
yeah, that one wasn't too bad. 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but it's well, that whole area around there, the whole Bourbon Trail, Claremont, where Jim Beam is, and Bardstown, Louisville. What's the other one? Not
Well, you got Trace and Frankfurt.
Frankfurt. That's the other one I was trying to think of. But yeah, highly recommend it. Get back, give it a shot if you're a bourbon fan at all. If you just like seeing different parts of the country, if you're not in that area, I would dare to say it's even family friendly. Really, I don't know if there was limitations on the tours at the distilleries, but just great scenery, super friendly people back there, and
And really no I don't know how to put it correctly, but hometown cooking. I mean, because
yeah,
we got messed up before the show, and we had this bologna sandwich. The bologna itself was 3/4 inch thick.
at least yeah, at least 3/4 of an inch
May
thick.
not have been good for you, but man, there's just no way. Hometown cooking, diner ish esque.
And so, if you're curious about what we're talking about, I'll get some pictures. If you follow us on Facebook, and you should, we'll get some pictures posted up there of the liquor stores there in Bardstown, and a couple of pictures just around Bardstown, and then yeah, I had never had a fried bologna sandwich before, and it was kind of one of my goals. Actually, it's the only one. I wanted to have some boiled peanuts too, and I never did get
That's right, we
those.
didn't get
Yeah.
you know.
But the bologna sandwich was delicious, man. That was good. So
Well, and we do
I'll
have.
get some pictures of that. Up
Yeah.
there.
Well, do you have two pictures? We did have two bologna sandwiches,
That's Nashville. The other one.
but yeah, we'll try to. We're trying to unwrap this in order for you guys. So the Nashville will be on the latter side, but
Yeah, we'll get down to Nashville. But yeah, this is the Bardstown area, and yeah, I've never had a sandwich with it. Was like a good sized hamburger patty piece of bologna.
I'll even say a double patty burger.
Yeah, double
Just
double Whopper.
yeah,
Had a fried egg on it. Man, it was good.
yeah.
So
But yeah, definitely. So Big Rooster Media, Facebook, and then from there you can either break out on either one of ours because we kind of did our own postings. We were all there together, of course, but you can see the whole week unravel, I guess.
yeah, so I'll get the Bardstown pictures up. You guys can check those out, and they'll be on there by the time you see this. So I think that being said, two great pours, two distinctly different flavor profiles, but both I think are fantastic.
Two different ones for sure. They're pretty much centered though on the whole I mean, neither one of them's sweeter than the other. Another one's like a Russell's or a Jim Beam. It's just kind of
Just a good, rich,
right there in the
bourbon
middle,
flavor.
I would
Yeah.
say. Yeah.
I'm getting slightly different notes off of each of them, but man, yeah, I'm not You can't be disappointed with either one of those. So
Well, and whatever your price point is, because I believe this dude was 50, now 60, 70 ish. And then if you can,
they vary from $150 to 400 or so.
right.
Somebody on one of the Bourbon Facebook pages that I follow posted the other day, what's the secondary market price on this? And it ranged from 250 to 450. People claimed, and I've seen it from 250 to 400.
I totally agree with that.
Yeah,
We'll just call that well purchased.
it was well purchased. I'm not saying where. Sorry, there's some secrets that are worth keeping, and when you run across that at the price I paid for it, you're going to keep that secret. So get out, hunt, make friends with your local liquor store owners.
Yes,
And
yes.
get to know them. You know, that's something we've discovered here is once they know they're not always going to have stuff out on the shelf. And even if you go in and you say, well, what do you got in the back room? They're not going to tell you. If you go in knowing what you want and say, hey, I'm looking for a stag and a high proof and that, then they're a little more accepting of, okay, this guy's knows what he wants, and they're more likely to help you out. That's been my experience because it seems like if you just go in there, hey, you got anything special in the back, they're going to tell you to get lost unless they know you very, very well. But if they know you well, you're going to know what you're looking for anyway.
Well, and even to develop more of a relationship with them, I mean, the one in weed will kind of save or recommend, hey, it's been a little bit. I got this for you. You know, is that,
Right.
So yeah, develop a relationship. So,
And on that note, I think I'm going to finish sipping these, and then I should probably eat some dinner.
I'm just going to drink my.
Just drink your whiskey
Yeah.
for dinner. All right.
Yeah.
Well,
You said
guys,
oatmeal. I'm going to have some oatmeal.
right. Have a nice oatmeal dinner. Well, thanks, you guys. Always good to have you on the program or watching the program. Please like, subscribe if you don't already. And check out our Facebook page. I'll have some pictures up of the liquor stores there in Bardstown, and also might have some of the Talbot Tavern and the bologna, that phenomenal bologna sandwich that we got. So check it out.
I forget who's it under, but we did do a video in Evergreen and kind of did a 360. So
Oh yeah,
do your homework. It's on one of our pages.
yeah. Or you could share it to the Big Rooster.
I'll
page.
share it again. All right.
Yeah.
Fine.
A little extra work for him. He'll be all right.
All right, guys.
All right. Thanks a lot, guys. We'll see you next week.